Hi, it's Anita Avalos from AnitaAvalos.com, showing you the diet-free approach to loving your body and rocking your life. And today I'm coming with you for the answer of a question that I get a lot, okay? So many of my private clients, come to me and tell me, look, there's certain foods I really like, in particular things that are sweet, but I notice that if I have them, then I just sort of feel out of control with my cravings. And sort of the question is there anything I can do about this? Is there anything I can do to shift this? Now, of course, when it comes to cravings or things that that kind of excite the brain and we tend to really like and grab onto, there are emotional and psychological reasons to that, and that's always something to look at. But there's also just like the straight up sciencey part, right? How our body is reacting to a particular food. So one thing I always want to offer, and one thing I'm always listening to and asking questions about, is the order in which they're having this food, right? When are they having it, and also, what's the order in which they're actually eating this thing. So for example, I'll take me personally. I'm not saying this is everybody, but this is something I've realized about my own body. I've realized through time and through experimentation and just, seeing how my body reacts to certain things, that when I have something like, let's say, sprouted toast or even a gluten-free toast with a little bit of, jam, or if I have something like paleo pancakes, something that might have really clean ingredients. So we're not really arguing about the ingredients, but I just know for me, it's sort of that sweetness of it. If I have that first thing, it kind of sets off a part of my brain, like the craving brain kind of kicks in, and I'm gravitating to sweet or carby things kind of throughout the rest of the day. But what I've noticed for myself is that if I have it a little bit later in the day, or maybe after something else, right, it's not the first thing I'm ingesting, then the reaction is different, and I'm not sort of in that kind of craving spiral the rest of the day. Now that's just me personally. So, it's often about looking at the order you have it, and if you can change that, perhaps it can change your body's reaction to it. So another example might be something like chocolate. Let's say you have a nice high quality organic chocolate bar, some with a high percentage of cacao, like 70, 85, even 90%, and you have that a piece or two after dinner. You might notice a whole different reaction than if you were to have it at 3 o'clock when you have, that time between, lunch and dinner, and it might be a whole different reaction in your body, whereas 1 or 2 pieces would satisfy you just fine after dinner, and you're kind of like, you're done eating for the day. But if you were to have it at 3 o'clock, in that time between lunch and dinner, you might feel like you just can't get enough, and you're struggling to not eat the entire bar. So sometimes it's not the particular food item just itself, but the order in which we have it. So, this is just something for you to experiment. Is there a food that you kind of feel like, when you have it, or a particular kind of food, when you have it, you feel like you sort of just want more of it? If you change the order in which you have it, and of course we're looking at for the highest quality food that we can have and the highest quality ingredients, of course, but if you change the order in which you have it, does this affect how your body reacts to it? It's just something to experiment and to check in with. So I hope that this was helpful. If you have questions or comments, please leave them below. I'd love to hear your response. I'd love to help you if I can. And if you have a question you'd love to see answered here around health, wellness, body image, really anything sort of free game, please feel free to email me at anita@anitaavalos.com. I'd love to answer your question. And if you haven't already, please hop over to AnitaAvalos.com and sign up for my newsletter so that I can come into your inbox once a week. I promise to not inundate you, to give you blogs, inspiration, insights, information that will help you change your relationship to your body and to food forever, and also tell you about upcoming events. So this is Anita from AnitaAvalos.com signing off, and have a great week.